Today I'm going to be talking about Sofia Gubaidulina, and in particular her Concerto for Bassoon and Low Strings. Sofia Gubaidulina is a Russian Tatar composer who was born in the Soviet Union and faced a lot of political repression as a result. She was constantly criticized for the use of her Russian Orthodox beliefs in her music, as well as associating with other Soviet avant-garde composers such as Alfred Schnittke and Arvo Pärt and Edison Denisov. It grew to the point where there was an actual boycott placed on her music by the Union of Soviet Composers due to how popular she had become in the West. So Gubaidulina uses a lot of experimental ideas such as tone clusters and chromaticism, and a lot of extended techniques like multiphonics, tremolo, harmonics, and aleatoric rhythms, and a lot of these appear in the Concerto for Bassoon and Low Strings. So this concerto is a bit of a departure from previous concertos where the soloist is leading the rest of the orchestra as sort of the hero being portrayed. Instead, the soloist and the orchestra are in opposition to each other in a fight where the soloist is slowly losing. Many people think that this is a reflection of the issues that Gubaidulina had with the Composers Union. The way that this is done is through a series of themes. The first theme is the hero's theme, which is played very lyrically by the soloist and then is repeated in a mocking fashion by the strings, sarcastically repeating what the hero is doing. The crowd has their own theme, which is the dotted rhythm that appears throughout the piece and is later on played by the hero as they begin to lose the battle. Another one is called the beating, which is a set of staccato notes played by the strings, which are supposed to represent punches being thrown at the soloist, who makes this loud wailing noise as a sort of cry out for help. The climax of the piece is in the bassoon cadenza, which is a long set of experimental and extended techniques that is supposed to represent the slow descent of the soloist into madness. In particular, at the very, very end, there is a portion where the soloist is asked to place their teeth on the reed and to play a high-pitched scream before going into a saxophone-type cackle or laugh to represent the final moment where the soloist has gone mad. At the end of the piece, after one more attempt of trying to break out of the mold and play their own piece, the crowd actually ends up killing the soloist with a single pizzicato thud to end the piece.